Hey everybody, it's me, Chris. I'm sitting in for Andy for round 2 in Lobby 3 that raced last night here at the Metropolis GT Champions World Cup. Andy and his family are having some health issues, so I'm covering for him and doing this as a replay broadcast. So keep that in mind when we're noticing that we have no timing that is going to give us a clue if somebody's gaining or not. So we're just going to have to go with my excellent eyes and my racing prowess. No, I have none of those things. And try to figure out if someone's gaining, if they're not gaining. So this should be interesting. This race did the broadcast for Lobby 1 last night, and it got pretty insane. There was some drivers that just had some really tough times with their tires, and then some made it last the whole way. So it was very obvious who practiced, who did not, who tested, who did not. So maybe we'll see something similar here tonight, or maybe all these guys practiced all the way through. We don't know. We just don't know. But before we get started, we definitely have to talk about all these beautiful graphics that you see on your screen provided by our folks at Hypre. Appreciate all you guys do. We love you. You take care of us, and everything is great. Coming up tomorrow night, this is an older picture, but coming up tomorrow night, we are starting off the next season of the BMRL truck races in iRacing, and myself and Pixtech are going to be broadcasting that on GTC TV. So you can check that out here. Make sure you like and subscribe so you know when that is happening. On Tuesday, J-Rod's got round 83 of the Gentleman's GP. And these are going to be some pretty cool road cars here to race on. They're going to be at Sardinia A. Absolutely one of my favorite tracks. And I'm digging the cars that are sitting here. The new Lexus LFA that got dropped in the last update. The AMG SLS is in there. The Aston Martin, oh, that's there too. The C6, the Viper, the F12. So it's going to be an interesting race. The McLaren's in there. We're going to find a lot of fun there. So make sure you guys check it out. Details are in the Discord. All right, so I guess we could just go right into this, right? There's no reason to sit around and wait for anything. We can just start this race. Now, I don't have replay, and the only way to switch cameras on the cars is to cycle through the camera. So I apologize in advance for all of those things that you'll see, but I have to do what I have to do, and I wanted to see this race. I'm really excited to see how it goes. We're going to start here on the 4th place car, hoping I can get a good look into what's going on through the corners. And we'll work our way through this race. So without further ado, let's go. Do I have audio on? I do. The race is on screen. You should see everything. All right. Here we go. We'll start with Sticky Bandit. The names are a little different because they are... it's kind of stuck that way on replays. All right. Looks like HPR gets a good jump. Kai is not far behind, but he is there. They're side by side. There's Sandwich and Little Mac, and everybody gets through turn 1. All right. HPR leads them into turn 2. Here comes Kai and everybody else through here. Everything seems to be going okay. Whoa, what's that? Oh no, Quan's off. And what happened there? Hold on a second. I didn't watch this. I didn't want to know what was going on. Where's Quan? There he goes. Let's follow Quan through. Whoa, 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 who was that back there? Oh, somebody just went flying through there. Who was that? Oh, that was Buck Wild. He went flying through the pack. Oh, yikes. Okay. HPR leading up front. There is Kai. I don't know who... you know what? Can I change to... I can't change the names, so I'm going to butcher this. Oh, I don't know who El Sandwich is. Why am I not knowing that name? Well, up into 3rd he goes. There is Little Mac battling it out with Wooly. Wooly and Little Mac, both longtime World Cup drivers. They are not new to the long drives. there is Sticky Bandit. There's Matt, Fast Ginger, AT16, who's a Sector 7 racer. He's got the man, the myth, the legend, Nigel, also known as Venom. He is the one designing this entire thing. Look at that move. Okay, gets it done underneath. Oh, it looks like AT16. I'm just gonna call him AT. He was struggling there and lost a couple of spots. A lot of people. I did notice. I took a peek before the race started. Who was on what tires? And I am surprised to see, last night when I was in Lobby 1, only one car chose the, I can't even go through, like, with my keyboard. None of that stuff works. Sorry. This is going to be terrible, but we do what we can. HPR up front by quite a bit. Almost a second and a half, it looks like. Pickle Kai is not far behind. And then you have the group. Sandwich. Why am I not knowing who this is? He's MS. Oh, is that Kaizan? No. Well, maybe it is. I can't think of who it is. The number 15. You know what, folks? Hold on a second. I'm just gonna check something because I'm gonna go insane if I don't know who this person is. So I'm going to look really quick because I need to know. I need to know who this number 15 is. This is ridiculous. Come on, Chris. Well, you know what? I'll let the race go and I'll look it up. 1 second. I hate when I don't know names of who people are. But he's sitting in third, and Wooly seems to have an idea. Oh boy! Sticky Bandit was right there. You see Wooly looking like he wants to get a piece of this. Oh, that's LJ! Duh! Okay, that's LJ right there. I was looking up his number really quick. So there's LJ in third. Wooly in fourth. Right behind him, Sticky Bandit catching up. It doesn't hurt to say, let me see what tires we got. Mediums. Kai is on the mediums, LJ's on the mediums, Wooly on the mediums, Sticky Bandit's on the mediums, and Little Mac on the soft tire. So Little Mac, first one on the grid with the soft tire. And then behind him there is Matt. He's also on the soft tire as he gets around and is drag racing with Nigel. Nigel's on the medium tire. And into turn one they go. Look at this. So Nigel moves up into 7th. Then Matt on the soft tire in 8th. Right behind him is Quan, who's also on the soft tire. Ooh, they're going side by side. Into turn 5 or 6 or whatever, the hairpin. And doesn't make it happen. So Quan's going to have to start that all over again. These two battling it out. AT's on the mediums, Fast Ginger on the mediums, and he's got Supermax right behind him. Racing in VR, that much I know. In the medium tire. Buck Wild on the soft tire. Buck Wild, the one that went through the pack in turn 2. But he will have another chance to redeem himself. It's a long race. Rusty Sparkle Tits? What? Who is Rusty Sparkle Tits? That's good stuff. That's good stuff right there. I'm going to see. What is his number? 225. Oh, that's Super Blunt. Okay. That's funny. And Jay in the back running on the mediums from Black Flag. Clearly had an issue somewhere and starting out back here. So these drivers are all on 70% fuel to start the race. So it's a whole different beast. Man, look at HPR is just way up there. Pickle Kai, he's up there pretty good too, but not too far away. There is LJ. There is Wooly. Still in 4th, Sticky in 5th, and right here, Little Mac and his teammate, getting a push from Nigel, helping him move along. A little bump there to keep things going. Little Mac on the soft tire, so he should be able to pull away. Let's see if he could do that. He's going to have more grip. He should be able to get through these corners, but man, Venom is right there with him. So the medium tire and the soft tire here not having an advantage for Little Mac. Matt is sitting there saying, hey, y'all get a move on. The front pack is getting away. The front pack is getting away. Ooh, look at that little wiggle from Nigel. That should bring Matt up a little closer. Is he going to go? No, slightly defensive. Look at way deep. Way deep. Was that? Who was that? I went the wrong way. Hold on. We get to go back. Thanks goodness for that, right? Who was that? Was that Quan? So I think Quan has a run, and he thinks, I'm going to get in here. Brakes really late and sticks his car all the way in the corner. Wow, he gets 2. Quan gets 2 right there. That was a daring move there. He's got 3 RWB guys all nose to tail on the track there. 1, 2, Little Mac, Quan, and Venom there. I like that livery. It looks sweet. So a lot happening up here. Let's go check up here. I wanted to see if anything's happened up here. LJ still in 3rd. There is Wooly. Now it's just time to get your strategy unfolded and go through the race. Get what you can get done. You've gotten some of your places on the first couple of laps while the cars are all nice and close together. Now it's time to preserve your tires, preserve your fuel, and get moving. There's RWB, RWB, RWB. And it looks like on board with Venom. He can see these guys up there. Little Mac, here's Little Mac's on board. That was weird. Why did the camera is so dumb on in replays? I apologize. But Little Mac, he's not getting away from these guys. Whoa, Quan is on the soft tire. That explains the ability to brake later and getting into that corner and getting around both of those drivers. What turn at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess technically turn 8 is where the hairpin is. But Quan up into 7th place, chasing down Little Mac, who is chasing down Sticky Bandit. Sticky Bandit nice and close to Wooly. We're just going to call that turn 8. I mean, there's some bends in the road, but I'm going to call it turn 8 because I can. And nobody can stop me. Hey, Big Red. Hey, Bendit. Hey, Fry. Hey, Super Blunt. And glad to see you guys over here. But look at this, HPR. Now, HPR, I believe, is a pro driver. He might be listed as a pro-am. I can't change the camera unless I do this. Oh, he is listed as a pro-am driver. He is right on the cusp of being a pro driver. He's quick. But HPR is at least 5 seconds up the road already. Maybe 4. Pickle Kai definitely having a decent race. There goes LJ, Wooly, and Sticky Bandit. So there is still plenty of racing to go here. They've spread out quite a bit already. Nigel, wait, what happened there? There's a huge gap. Hold on, let's go back and see if we can see something here. Oh, yes, there was something really big happening. Let's go to our chase cam. So Nigel's following Quan and Little Mac. Ooh, Quan sticks it in there. Oh, and he turns his teammate around. Did they get damage from that? Little Mac doesn't have damage. Hold on, let's go back and watch that again. Here's Quan's view. Quan's just going to be... He's going to stick it up the inside. Oh, and it gets the door closed on him. And they get turned around. Luckily, Venom makes it through there without running into anybody and getting any damage. But wow. So Quan falls back. And even worse is Little Mac. Where does Little Mac end up coming out at? Where is he? Oh, he goes all the way to 14th. He got stuck. Let's see. He got stuck off the track. Yeah, he got stuck off the track all the way out there. And look at all these cars flying by. And he's got to be careful coming back onto the track not to get in the way of anybody. But wow. Oh, and then he gets a little bit of a turn from Rusty Sparkle Tits. I freaking love that word. I didn't even realize what it was until I actually said it out loud earlier. But I still love it. All right, HPR holds the fastest lap of the race, I guess, because it says it's purple. It doesn't show on the pylon, but so let's see. It's still the same up front. The top 4 and 5 are still the same. Nigel now moves up to P6. I think he started. Let me pull up my starting grid if I can get my stuff to cooperate here. Venom started in 12th place. 12th place, and now he's all the way up to 6th. Not bad. All right, Quan. Yeah, that should be difficult later. I'm sure we're gonna have a ticket turned in on that one. I know there's tickets already turned in from last night's race in various lobbies. I just haven't gone through them yet. I like to give myself 24 hours of decompression before looking at the tickets because stewarding just sucks. I hate having to deal with incidents that happen on track. So yeah, that's how it goes. Buck Wild, ooh, a little wide out there. Hang in there, buddy. He's got a little time between. It looks like, is that Fast Ginger? It's Fast Ginger back there. I recognize the orange. Oh, well, I guess I could look at the pylon. That will tell me too. But ooh boy, oh boy, wow. Okay, I want to go watch that again because I was in the wrong camera angle. So what happened with AT? They're coming around under the bridge. AT is just going really wide and leaving the whole inside open. Buck Wild says, thank you very much. I will take that and move up into 9th place. So there is some stuff right here. Battles for 8th position. Nuke, if you're watching this, or any of the other Sector 7 guys, I really like your livery. That's pretty cool. It's simple, but like looks really nice. And I don't know who did the RWB livery this time around, but I like it. Giant RWB on the back wing is can't miss that. And that was also very racy, straightforward design. We'll go through some more of these liveries as we go through. Fast Ginger, is that plaid? That's awesome. I like that. That looks pretty good, dude. That's good stuff. All right, let's see. Really quick, keyboard. You suck at keyboard. Okay. HPR from Malaysia, sitting out front, running with the LRC crew. Pickle Kai, an American here, also running with the Leviathan Expendable Sim Racing team. So they are 2 teams combined together for the season. LJ, I think LJ's either he's independent or he might be still with MSR. He was with MSR last season. Oh, there's an MSR right on the side of the car. Well, there you go. I think he's the only MSR driver here. I think Kaizan was with them, but I think Kaizan moved teams during World Cup. There's Wooly, the very noticeable and never changing, because there's no need to, Wooly in P4, that the Amigos Racing team used to have a few extra. Ooh, hang in there. That was Sticky Bandit getting a little bit off track. But yeah, Wooly's been around for a bunch, a lot of the British drivers, but it's really late during these races for the folks across the pond there. THG Sticky Bandit, I think, is with TT Racing, THG. I'm not sure if he's racing. I can't remember if he's racing on a team. There is Nigel, also known as Venom, with Higginbotham Brothers Racing. That's what the HBR stands for. He and his brother put these stuff together. They spent, guys, they spent mega hours mega hours testing this series out. Like, I think they probably ran each race the full 2 hours a couple of times with different tires and times of day to try to make it as challenging yet not undoable for the races. And so, yeah, hats off to those guys for all the work that they do. So, Fast Ginger, I love that. That looks good. Sparkle Tits! I'm gonna laugh about that the whole freaking night. I'm just gonna laugh about that. Oh my gosh. Oh, Bruno did the delivery. Okay, Bruno did it this time. VPR's Matt. Now there's 2 Matts. There's CB Matt and CB Merch. I have no idea which one is which. Kind of like with the Higginbotham brothers when I first started talking to those guys. They both have big old red beards, and it was really hard for me to tell them apart until I got to know them after a while. So, Old Man Jay from Black Flag is in 14th, and Little Mac falls all the way to the back of the field. Not going to be happy about that, I am sure. All right, HPR, long gone. Pickle Kai still in second. Looks like third and fourth are getting close. It seems to be Pickle Kai is slowing his pace, or LJ and Wooly are picking up the pace. So we have a 3-way battle for second right there, and not far behind is Sticky Bandit. So he's catching up too, and Nigel is back here in 6th. So there's still a lot of racing to go. Still like an hour and 45 minutes they still have to race and get through this. Now, one of the things I noticed last night is everybody was able to make the fuel work. Nobody ran out of gas for the first time, I think, in a while that I haven't seen someone run out of gas by practicing, right? Buckwild and Quan a little bit closer to each other. A lot of RWB guys in this third lobby. It is stacked full of them. All right, we're going to keep an eye on this here because there is a lot happening between these cars. I see a lot of the cars back there kind of spaced out, but these ones are really close together. They're in slipstream. It's very easy, or it could be very easy for LJ to climb all the way up to the back of Pickle Kai's car. Look, he's right there. There he is. So Pickle Kai under pressure for P2 by LJ and Wooly. And Sticky Bandit is not too far back. There he is back there, just coming into the frame. And then you'll see there's Venom. So they're still pretty close up here. I kind of dig that. Hope you folks are enjoying the broadcast so far. It seems a little lighter out on the track for us than it was for the Lobby 1 guys, but it will be dark at the end of this race, and so we're going to get through and made sure we had a chance to see everyone's liveries and their sponsors and their teams, because we won't be able to see much but headlights and taillights come the end of the race. Unless cars are right there with each other, right? All right, so Kai, I wish I could see the gap. The gap is less than a second. I mean, they're right there. There is LJ and Wooly, and Sticky Bandit's really keeping it close. He's staying with this pack, and if he could just keep up with them, I think these guys are all Pro-Ams. Yeah, they're all Pro-Ams. So I don't think that actually. I think that there's only a couple amateurs that made it into this lobby. Here comes Nigel, and then look at this, Quan and Buckwild. Still nose to tail on the track, trying to work out. We'll see how these guys can make it work. There might be a... Yep, there's going to be a move. Buckwild's going to go for it. Buckwild on the softs, Quan on the softs. So these two are both duking it out on the soft tire, but it looks like Buckwild is going to have the turn 2 apex, but if Quan can stay on the outside, he'll have the turn at 3. Ooh, yep, he will. That should be enough to close the door on Buck Wild, and it is. That's what you call thinking 3 corners ahead. So Quan just had to keep his nose there so he can keep Buck Wild behind him. Nice racing, guys. All right, how's LJ doing up here? Not doing anything. I think he's just trying to kind of stay in touch and waiting for something to happen. Look at this. Stinky Bandit is all over the back of Wooly now. So now look at this. A 4-way battle for P2. That's all for P2 that you see right there. And not far behind, we'll see another set of headlights from the 6th place Venom. We should see him coming into the frame maybe. Is he close enough? Not yet. But he's gaining on these guys. I know he is. Man, I love Wooly's livery. I've always loved that. It looks so racy. Uh-oh, Wooly goes real... Okay, I see. I thought Wooly was going wide, but he was just getting a late apex so he can kind of get some more speed coming out of the corner. He's a bit far behind, and he's got to get back up there. Try to catch these guys. And he's got company behind him. Right up to his bumper. Right up to his bumper. And then where's Nigel? There he is. Oh, look who's there. Quan is catching up to Nigel now. We see a 3-way battle for 6th here brewing. Yeah, there's all kinds of stuff going on. And then we got right here, we got a little something too. Fast Ginger and AT16. It's a little bit of a gap, not too much. And then right here we got another pair, Matt and Sparkle Tits. I'm like a freaking 10-year-old laughing at it every time. All right, let's see. Back up front. There's Little Mac. Little Mac is actually under threat of being lapped probably in the next few laps. HPR is fast, y'all. He's fast. He really should have gotten himself up into lobby 2, but he just didn't put in the fast enough time. So he may win this race, but he's not getting as many points as he could if he got himself up into lobby 2. So we'll see how that works out for him. Kai still sitting in 2nd place, not too bad. But look at that, Wooly is there now with LJ. Definitely a lot closer than he was last lap. All the way to the bumper. Ooh, I thought he was going to hit him. Wow. LJ got right up into him. And he's got people behind him. And he's going to... I don't think taking that spot would have been right. Pushing him where he went off the track a little bit. But now it's all leveled out. And tires are cleaned off. And it's back to racing. So LJ can get back to business here. Wooly is man, Wooly's right there. Look at this. This is a lot of close racing. I like this. You guys are putting on a great show. Speaking of a great show, I don't know. Oh wait, look at this. Look at this. Look at this LJ. He's going for it. Go for it. Going for it. New P2. New P2. Oh, that was close. Nice job. And now Wooly's going to go for it. Yeah, Kai was out. Not Kai. Kai was out of position when he was defending against LJ. And that set it up perfectly for Wooly. And it's about to set up for someone else. Ooh, Wooly makes a mistake. What was that? What did I miss there? Hold on. Let's go back. What did he do? Did he just get... he broke late. He broke late and missed the apex completely. Pickle Kai's going to go back up around him. Wooly's about to... Wow, they're really just all over the place, these three. They're using every line, every inch of the track trying to sort this out. Meanwhile, that means... Oh, who just went? Oh, I thought Sticky Bandit went off track. Meanwhile, LJ's like, thanks, y'all. I'll see you later. Look at that giant gap he's got between them. There's Kai. Wooly right behind him. Well, let's get back to a better view here. Look at that. Wooly holding Bandit all the way out to the edge of the track. Wooly going deep. Wooly going deep. He makes it back in front of Kai. And here comes Sticky Bandit. Woo, you guys are doing awesome. This is great stuff. This is good stuff. Oh, and here comes Nigel. Here comes Nigel. He's going to look inside. He holds it off. Stays to the apex. And pick. Oh, wow. Kai just loses like 3 spots in one turn. And now he's about to lose another. What is going on? Is it his tires? He's got a whole mess of cars all around him, all trying to get to the same spots. Look at this. He is just... What is going on, Kai? Kai is dropping like a rock. Everyone's getting around him. Everybody's getting around him. That's insane. But look at that. LJ has gotten away just enough from Wooly. Wooly's up into the podium places. There is Sticky Bandit and Nigel now up to 5th position. So he is making moves up the pack. Started nearly last and now is running up in P5. Quan is in 6th. Buck Wild's gotten to 7th. Pickle Kai in 8th now. Was 2nd, y'all. Was 2nd a lap ago. A lap and a half ago. About this, right about here, he was 2nd. And then everything went wrong. Wow, that's insane. Yep. Absolutely red, out of rhythm. That's exactly what happens. That's exactly how it works. Drivers get out of their rhythm and they can't get their line back. As a matter of fact, I was watching the after race interviews with after the Formula One race in Las Vegas last night, which was awesome. I didn't think that track was going to provide as good a racing as it did. But look at this. Look at this. Nigel's looking inside. Makes it up to 4th. And around he goes to get around Sticky Bandit. And is now sitting in the 3rd spot, or 4th spot. Going to park it right on that apex. Nobody's going underneath him. You want to go around me? Go all the way around the outside. Look at that. Look at all these guys all slammed together. This is awesome. Meanwhile, HPR is like all the way going through the hairpin. These guys haven't even gotten anywhere near it yet. There's blue flags waving for somebody. Oh, that's Little Mac in front of LJ. There's LJ looking at Little Mac. Little Mac is a lap behind you. I want to say that Little Mac may just have gotten way out of his rhythm, or he is just not managing this track well, but he has got blue flags waving and blue flag lights on. So hopefully he'll be out of the way soon, because LJ has Wooly creeping. Wooly's getting closer. Look at this. Look at Wooly. Wooly's probably gained a full 2nd over LJ, and now he's got to get around Little Mac. Now Little Mac can just move out of the way. He's got all kinds of drivers showing up behind him, so he just needs to slide over. Yep, there he goes. And that will get his teammate by. Here comes Sticky Bandit. Sticky Bandit's got to go. Oh, wow, that was close. Sticky Bandit, everyone is using him for a slipstream. And there goes Buck Wild. Look at this. All 3 RWB guys right on track together. And they've got lap traffic in between. Ooh, in between. Man, Little Mac is having a rough race. He is just... Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. This is... What? Hold on. What was all of that? Let's go back here. All right, so Buck Wild's trying to get around him. Here comes Quan. Oh, a little bit of a tap there. And then what the heck? Why did he stop? Why did Little Mac stop? That was weird. Okay, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Did Little Mac's... Yeah, Little Mac is just... He is completely out of sorts right now, and I don't know what is happening. Maybe he's having equipment issues, or something. He's got rear end damage. Wait a minute, if he has rear end damage, did somebody get front end damage from all of that? Look at that. LJ, Wooly, and HBR all right there. Look at this group up front. There's Sticky Bandit, Buck Wild in 6th. Oh, there we go. Quan, front and rear damage from that whole thing with Little Mac. That explains where all of that damage came from. All right, we're going to watch up here now because right now we see this battle for second just with 3 different cars. There's LJ, Wooly, Nigel, and Sticky Bandit all right there. Now Nigel and Wooly are much closer. Oh, are we going to see an overtake? I want to see. I think they're all just kind of staying in line. That is the nice thing about about doing a replay is I can stop and back up. Oh, no. Wooly, did you see that? He goes sideways. That's a huge drop back. And he's going to lose a spot to Sticky Bandit, I think, unless he can get that car recovered quickly enough. Holding it together, keeping Sticky on the outside. Nope, these 2 guys are going to get right past him. He had dirty tires. It was bound to happen that way. Sticky Bandit up to 4th. He's got Buck Wild trying to get through there. Buck Wild, who had, whoa, is getting really wild. He's on the soft tires, which are almost dead. And I mean, when I say, you guys should be able to see if I do this. Yeah, let's start up front. First of all, there's HPR running on the medium tires, a little under halfway worn out, plenty of fuel. LJ is about in the same spot. And Nigel's tires are just in way better shape. He's definitely not overdriving that car. Sticky Bandit, his are a little bit right? But Buck Wild, look at that on the soft tires. They are almost gone. And he still has another 30 minutes. Well, 20 minutes before the pit window opens. So he's made a lot of moves. I think that slide off the track I think that was lap 1 where he went flying through the field in a turn. I think that may have taken some life out of those tires. There is Wooly on the mediums. So the top 6 have 1 soft runner and the rest are mediums. And then there's Quan. He's got front aero damage, rear aero damage, and his soft tires are wearing out. Pickle Kai on the mediums. He's definitely put a lot more heat into those tires. That front left is a little more worse for wear than the rest. Ooh, I thought that was going in there. I thought he was going for that spot. That was insane. Okay. Breathe, Chris. Breathe. So we see Quan and Kai duking it out here. Quan with damage to his car, which would explain why Kai is able to catch up to him. When you have aero damage, you lose downforce. Makes it harder to turn. You're going to wear your tires out faster because your car is not performing the way that it should. And Kai is going to try to get to that spot. Back here, you've got AT16 on the mediums, looking good on fuel. Look at Fast Ginger. His tires look great. He's running pretty consistent lap times, too. So that's interesting. Supermax, Mr. VR, haven't talked about him much this race. He is with the Expendables and Leviathan Racing crew. I know he's running in VR. I'm not sure if anybody else is this race. There is Matt. Matt's front left tire is already gone, and he still has to go 20 more minutes before he's able to change tires. He is going to have a really, really rough time. He is really driving that car too hard. Sparkle Tits. Yeah, I'm such a child. In his medium tires looking pretty good. Fuel's looking pretty good. Old Man Jay is still looking great for him. Little Mac on the soft tire I don't know why he's able to keep those soft tires looking so good, but well, he is driving slower, so I mean he's not overdoing the car. I think he's just having a challenge driving this car. So, anyway, there you go. That's where everybody be at. We'll show more as the race progresses. The HPR up probably 15 seconds by now. So he'll walk away with that one unless he does something really wrong or something happens to him like what happened to Sharky. If you haven't watched the race, then I won't say what happened, but it wasn't anything good for Sharky. LJ in P2, and look at this. Nigel is sitting up in P3. In the podium places from third to last. He was he third to last? He was in 12th. 12th to third. Not bad. Not a bad race. And Sticky Bandit up in fourth, but look who's there. Buck Wild is trying to make some moves, but Buck Wild has worn his tires out. He's gotten around Wooly. He's up into fifth, but he's not going to have any tires left for this stint. And he still has like 15 minutes before he can actually go anywhere. Or at least get new tires. I shouldn't think that the soft tires should be that. But up into fourth he's going to go. He's making the move now. He is using everything those soft tires have. And he's using them up. Moving over. Wow. I was going to say he moved right in the braking zone. And let's go back and look at that. So Buck Wild... actually, we're going to go to Sticky Bandit's view. I think he gets over in time before the braking zone. He moves over. Then switch back. Sticky Bandit says, I'm going to switch back. We're gonna push each other around a little bit. I want to make this work. And there goes Wooly. So gets all out of shape, Buck Wild, and he's going to have to start that all over. He got past one, and he's going to try to get around the other. So I think Buck Wild may have realized that his tires are garbage now. That front left tire is giving him nothing. Whoa! Almost lost it right there, too. Now, the good news is this can't be commentator's curse because this race is a replay. So it's not my fault if any of these drivers wreck or do something weird while I'm watching. All right, quick check up front, and let's just see. Wow, Nigel is right there. There we go, camera. Man, my PS4 runs really slow. That's where I had this. Folks, it's a good thing I have 2 PlayStations. Oh, I had this one in his lobby so I could save the replay and do this one while I was hosting and broadcasting on my PlayStation 5. So there it goes. There it goes. And Nigel moves up to P2. So he makes it work. Definitely a great run all the way up to second place. Look at that. Let's see if we can keep that there. And if LJ has anything to say about it. LJ is in the slipstream. Is he going to try a way back? I don't know. And then Sticky Bandit has Art Wooly right behind him. Will Wooly make a move? He's relatively close, not quite close enough without lunging like crazy. Oh, look at that. Sticky goes really deep. And Wooly's going to get that spot. Nice. Man, these guys are doing some pretty awesome overtakes here. This has been a lot of fun to watch this race with you guys. And Buck Wild's tires are just gone. His front left is solid red. His right front is going to be gone in a moment. And he still has to go for like 13 more minutes before he can pit. Quan is back there still carrying the damage, front and rear. I guess he feels that he can keep going. Now, keep in mind, he is in the amateur class. Pickle Kai is the Pro-Am class. So they're fighting each other on the track in a sense, but they aren't fighting each other in their class. So Pickle Kai doesn't have to get around him to make things better for himself, except for having, cleaner air and track position. But as far as being behind Quan, he doesn't have to really worry about that. AT16 is looking pretty good. There's Fast Ginger in P10. Looks like to be about a second gap between the two of them. 1/1000, yeah, about a second. There is Supermex in 11th. Sparkle Tits. Oh, something happened to him because he's a little further back. Or is he catching Supermex? Well, he sure looks like he's catching because he is all over the back of that LRC XSR car. He's going to try to go around the outside. Let's take a look out his passenger side window. See if we can see anything. This will be probably an overtake. He's going to get in that slipstream. Let's go and see this. He has to make a move on him. He's not going to try to pass him. He's going to late brake really late. And a crossover move from Supermax, not fruitful this time around. And Rusty is back up into 11th place. Matt's kind of all by himself. Jay's by himself. Little Mac is all over the place by himself. So is the leader. The leader is way far away. Nigel, sitting in second, has put a gap on LJ. It's not a huge gap, but it is enough of a gap that he's not going to have to worry about LJ grabbing his slipstream on the pit straight. So he should be able to keep him at bay. Like I said, it's getting darker. The track is getting cooler. Tires should be able to last a little bit longer. Wooly is in 4th. Sticky Bandit still in 5th with Buckwild hanging on for dear life with these tires. Oh my gosh, they're terrible. Hopefully he does a little better job with his medium tires when the time comes. And this Fast Ginger and Pickle Kai went all the way down to 10th. Good night. I think Fast Ginger just got around him. Pickle Kai's tires, his medium tires, are about 90% gone. Fast Ginger still has 50% tire left, so that explains why he was able to make it around. Fast Ginger crosses the line into lap 23 at P9. The American, which makes me think he's should be from a different country because the plaid, the Fast Ginger, right? Like, I don't know. I don't know why I think that. I just think that. And I'm allowed. I'm the broadcaster. I can think whatever I want, and you just have to listen. Well, you don't have to listen, but like I guess you could leave. I hope you don't. It's good having you all here. Even though I keep forgetting to look at your comments now and again. HPR is in a world of his own. He doesn't have the fastest lap, which is interesting. He's been running 148s, 149s. He's got something faster than that on the books so far, but he is only on the medium tire, so we should see a faster lap time out of him, out of all of these guys here come the next lap. Sticky Bandit getting a little bit of a reprieve now. Buckwild is pulled pretty far backwards. He's got nothing left on those tires. But he's still trying to make things work. He's just going to have no grip where he needs it. Oh, jeez, he's hitting all the grass. Quan in 7th. Now back here, AT and Fast Ginger. Fast Ginger's got way better tires than AT16 does. So I'm curious to see if he's going to catch him here. Fast Ginger should easily be able to get up into 8th place by the time pit window comes around. He doesn't quite have as much fuel. It's marginal, maybe a 16th of a tank, but Fast Ginger, his tires are way better than AT's, and so he should be able to gain on him. Kai's tires are done. well, they're not totally done, but like 95% red on that front left tire. So he doesn't have a lot left to work with. There's Rusty in 11th. Supermax. And some of these drivers, I feel like I have known forever. And then some of these guys are so new. I can't wait to get to learn more about them, talk to them. All right, HPR is going to come across, finish lap 24. So we are 25 laps into the race, 24 on the 25th. And HPR coming into turn 1. P2 is only just coming out of the final corner. That's the gap. The entire finish straight is the gap between first and second. Venom's having a pretty good race considering where he started. Where did LJ start? He started in 5th. And he is in 3rd. Wooley's started in 6th and is now in 4th. Where did Sticky Bandit start? He started in 4th, and now he's 5th. So not a lot of change for a couple of these drivers. Buck started in 2nd to last, 14th position, and he's up into 6th. Yeah, there was a whole lot of strange stuff going on between the RWB guys. It's almost like they weren't on comms or anything with each other. And they didn't know where each other were, or they didn't realize who it was. I don't know. I'm an RWB guy, but I don't do the practices with them because I have other commitments. But I know they're practicing together. I see it in our chats and stuff like that, so I know that these guys are working together. We got Ginger's right there. Oh, good. We show up at the right time. Let's get a chase cam view of Ginger as he's got the tires. The AT just does not have the tires. Oh boy. There we go. That's all he needed. Fast Ginger's going to get all the way up to 8th before the corner, but yeah, he's got to hold back. He just needs to stay right here. Look at that. AT is all off of his game right now. He's just kind of flustered, and he's got to get his groove back. He's missing his corners. Now, if Ginger can just get a little closer. Who's that behind him? Oh, Rusty's there. If you can get a little closer, Fast Ginger, I'm talking to him like it's going to change anything. The race is already done. Fast Ginger can just keep nice and close, and he can have him here on the pit straight. Yes, he's that close. He's going to get a much better exit. Oh, look at that. Wiggle makes a big difference. And now Ginger, he's a little far back. I don't think he's gonna make it there in time for an overtake. So he's gonna have to wait another. Well, I guess he doesn't have to wait that long. So there you go. That's what happens, and he's gonna lose 3 spaces. AT just lost 3 spaces in that whole thing. So sometimes people, you don't have to overtake people. Just apply a significant amount of pressure, and the cars in front sometimes will just make mistakes. Fast Ginger up into 8th. I know he lives in America. I can see the flag on his car, and I saw his registration. I'm just saying, he might be somebody that's an American. I'm an American, but my family comes from there. We have a family crest and a tartan and everything. So anyway, I often wonder, people talk about where people's family names come from. Like, if your last name was, I don't know, Smith or something, were you a blacksmith? If your last name was who knows what. But my last name is Ball, and I wonder, what on earth, where did that come from? Like, what did my family used to do back in the day? Right? All right, let's check up front, see how things are going. HPR is still looking pretty good. He's way up there. He's about to actually pass somebody. Who's that in front of him? That looks like a black flag driver. Or I'm looking at the back wing to see. That is a black flag driver. That would be Old Man Jay. So Old Man Jay has the race leader catching up here momentarily. Nigel has some lap traffic in front of him. I think that is Little Mac. No, that's also Jay. No, wait, what? Are there two black flag drivers in this? There's Jay, and there is Venom right behind him, I believe. So who was the leader passing? I can't see the cars because it's too dark. Okay, so they're going into the second to final corner. So yes, that's Nigel. That's behind him. So P2 is about to pass him. So HPR was passing somebody. Who was he catching up to? Okay, so I guess it was P2 I saw that was hitting it. All right. Wow. A mutt from... oh, I can figure out your Heritage Supermex, right? I think I have a pretty decent idea where that falls. Now we have just nighttime racing, folks. It's not the prettiest, but it's the raciest, right? Raciest? Here's LJ's view on the track. This is what he gets to see. There's a lot of corners you have to know and have practiced in the dark, because you have to know where your turn-ins are, where your apexes are. You find your braking markers, because only your headlights are there to help you, right? Now, we do have other night tracks, night races that are starting in the night and going into the day. Jeez, LJ. You're just trying to let Wooly catch you. There's Wooly right there behind him. The tires are almost gone. The pit window opens now. So the pit window is open. I wonder if, who was that was on Buck. Buck is on the soft tire. He should probably pit this time around. It wasn't open when he last went through. So he'll probably pit this time and make sure he gets enough fuel in there to get to the end of the race. Now, they all started with 70% fuel, and we're only 50 minutes in, so they're going to need additional fuel to get all the way through the stint. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, let's see. Matt into the pits. He's throwing on the soft tire. Boy, he's going to have a hard time. An hour and 10 minutes on the soft tire, that's going to be hard. It's going to be really, really hard. All right. Nigel's staying out. LJ staying out probably. These guys have to run these medium tires all the way to the end. Wooly is right there. Look at this. Hello, headlights. Thank you. It's like, where's his headlights at? Wooly, is he going to make some moves? Is he going to try to get into... Uh-oh. Okay, hold on. Let's go back and see what happened there with LJ. He didn't get tapped, I don't think. He just broke late. It's dark, and he probably missed his braking zone. Yep, he totally missed the corner. And then he got a little loose, and that was it. Wooly moves up into third place. Whew, yeah, LJ's tires are a little worse for wear than Wooly's are, so that could explain what's going on there. Did Buck Wild pit yet? No, he's going to drive another lap on his soft tires. I don't understand things. I really don't. But that's okay. Sticky Bandit sits in fifth. He's doing pretty good. Staying up there with the top group most of the race. Fast Ginger. He's got sparkle tits. Why is that funny? Why is it making me laugh? I don't know. I don't know what it is. I just think it's a hilarious name. Ginger in seventh. Rusty. We'll call him Rusty because that's in his name too. Rusty in eighth. He's not far back. Here's his view of Ginger's car. these guys have done a really good job of saving fuel, and they have about 7.5 minutes until the pit window. So cars are really spread out. Whoa, hang in there, buddy. Ooh, Rusty got a little bit out of sorts there. Super fun. Yeah, I love it too, man. I think it's hilarious. Are you like a cross-dressing stripper or something like that? That's the only thing I can think of is Sparkle Tits is, you know, something like that. That's what it makes me think of. Anyway, back to the top. Who's in there? A Little Mac into the pits. He hasn't switched tires. He's not taking any fuel. Did he just park it? He may have just parked it. He's been in there for a bit. All right, well, that guy with the sign that's telling him not to go, imagine how much his arms are going to hurt if he makes him sit there for another hour and 7 minutes. He'll be like, come on, my arms are killing me. All right, HPR still has plenty of time. 6 minutes till the middle of the race, and then he's got another 10 minutes that he can go. So he's still got 16 minutes he can spend out on track, which I imagine is what he'll do. Nigel will do the same thing. Gonna want those soft tires to have the least amount of laps on them that you can do without getting a penalty. And now it's nice and dark. It's nighttime, and we see nothing but headlights. And these guys see nothing but track, and they just have to keep... Luckily, they have nice bright headlights on their cars, so they can see. But this is a really big challenge for drivers if they didn't practice, is finding those driving markers. I mean, look at this. He can't see. Nigel's not that far up there. He'll just see his brake lights going into the turn, maybe. No, he's far enough back that he's just not going to see it. But you've got to hit your corners just right and not go off the track. And when it's cool out and it's dark out and all you got's your headlights, yeah. See, through the course of World Cup, we get lots of comments, suggestions, and things like that. And a lot of them were, some people were saying, you know, it's too much like a sprint race. There's no real strategy. Everyone starts on the mediums, and everyone switches to the softs, and everyone just goes flat out. You don't really have to do much. And so this season, not only did we we're trying the new well, it's not a new qualifying. We were doing this. We've been doing this qualifying style since forever. Meaning your fastest lap sets your spot for the next race. What is different is that that time is across all of the lobbies, not just the one lobby you were assigned to for the season. But the challenge we ran into is we kept getting 15 people signed up to be in the GT1 class, and then the GT2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then the GT1 class would be down to like 5 cars at the end of the season because people leave. And we had no way to move people up to race with those guys in those lobbies, right? So this system, albeit has some challenges to it, drivers have to not only do all this racing, they got to find a time to get a fast lap time in. And all these guys are going to do that on their soft tire runs. They're not going to get it done on their medium tire run. I mean, they could, I guess, like Buck. He's running out there on his soft tires now, but his fuel's going to be really low. He's staying out again. He's got 3 flat tires. Both fronts are solid red and the left rear is solid red. But he's got to try to get this thing to last. He should get on the medium tire because otherwise that happens. Yep. He is. Ooh, Fast Ginger almost runs into him. Buck Wild needs to get off the track and get some tires underneath there. He falls back to 8th. That means Fast Ginger is up into 6th place now. All right. And Rusty Sparkle Tits is in 7th. And Buck Wild drops into 8th. The challenge is like right now, if he got on the medium tire, when he has a lower fuel level, he could potentially get some faster lap times. But yeah, his stuff is just not working out right for him. All right. Oh, AT16. What happened there? Is he? So what happens? He's got Supermex and Pickle Kai, who's dropped like a rock through this field. Here's AT16. His front left tire is gone, and into the dirt he goes. And he's going to lose a couple of spots right there. Yep. That's a turn you got to be careful with. That's a turn you got to be careful with, turn 2. And then here is the hairpin. So Supermex up into 9th place. So into the top 10 goes Supermex. No front left tire left on the mediums. Pickle Kai, no front left tire on the mediums. AT16, no left tire on the mediums. All three of these guys have very similar tires, and it's all tire management. And that's what I'm liking about the new setup that Venom did, where now you're not only having... Oh, who was that was turned around? Hold on, let's go back. HPR, who's that you see? There was somebody turned around. Who is that? No, Chris, what are you doing? Sorry, I was going to try to pause it and see if I could see who the car was that was turned around. Somebody spun in front of the leader. Not right in front of him, but somebody spun their car. Who is that? I don't know who that is. Oh, that was Quan. Quan, the guy with the fastest lap on track. He's already pit and he's back onto the mediums and has damage from hitting the wall. He had the fastest lap on track and has been lapped by HPR. But having the fastest lap on track, that's great. That'll get him up into somewhere in the lobby. But he was on his soft tire, so he had to get that one done. Now he's on the medium tire, so he's going to go slower. And crashing doesn't help. Crashing does not help. All right, let's see. Somebody's in the pits now. Oh, that's Buck Wild. He finally goes. Where is he? There he is. So Buck Wild into the pits. So he's getting some fuel and tires at 33%. So he's got a lot of work to do. All right, HPR is coming around the final corner now. We are 15 seconds from the halfway mark. I imagine he's going to stay out. He doesn't look like he has any intention of going in. Yeah, he's going to run this all the way to the last moment that he needs to. Let's see. Nigel, he'll probably do the same. Let's see if he skips past the pit entry. Yep. So he's going to go out. He's going to get a little bit more work done. Wooly is way back there, this third place. And I think that Sticky Bandit is a little bit further back. But Wooly, we're halfway through the race. I don't think either of these guys are going to actually try and pit this early in the race. There goes Wooly. Here comes Sticky Bandit. Got a lot of cars mixed in here. Fast Ginger. He doesn't need to pit. His tires look great. And he's in the top 5. LJ is now all the way back to 6th. So he's dropped like a rock too. And is that Rusty right behind him? It is. So Rusty is in 7th, and he is very capable with his tires. He still has tread left on his tires. LJ's are flat basically, but Rusty still has plenty of tire he can use to get him through the rest of the stint. This could be really good for him. I need to meet up with some of these newer drivers and just talk to them. Ooh, a little tap there. Rusty sees that he tapped him and made sure he left the spot back for him. Nice. That's how we do it. Nice job, Rusty. That's how we do it. I mean, it's not a nice job hitting him. I meant like giving the spot back or not trying to take advantage of it, I guess is what I meant to say. All right, let's see. Supermax is all alone. There is AT16 and Kai both on garbage tires. And we're only an hour and a minute into this thing, hour and 2 minutes. There's a lot to do. This is battle for 9th position right here. Hey, Truth. Hey, Jay. All right, let's see. Let's go check out things up front. HPR halfway through. He's just into Sector 2 for a bit. He'll be here for a little while longer. Still, let's go ahead and show y'all the tires. That seems like perfectly okay to do. So HPR sitting there on a quarter tank of fuel, and he's got he has some grip left on the front left tires. It's not a lot of grip, but it's enough. Nigel is sitting there exactly the same. He's got about half as much, 2/3 as much fuel, but his tires look great too. So Nigel's practiced and has gotten these mediums to last over an hour, and he doesn't have to pit for another probably 4 minutes to try to get in and out of the pits in time. So maybe not this lap, but maybe after the next lap he'll pit. Wooly's just, his tire's gone and his fuel lights are blinking. Sticky Bandit's both front tires are toast. I don't know how he's even turning the car around the corners. Fast Ginger, look at that. Look at that tire management. He needs a little work on the fuel management with what the leaders are doing, but he's sitting in 5th with great tires. He's going to be able to run this no problem. His lap times are consistently like 150s. There's a 150, couple 151s in there. But he's running very consistent lap times because he's got predictable tires underneath him. So that is really good tire management through this race. And Rusty Sparkle Tits, he still has some tire left too and some fuel. So I don't see very many people getting the jump on anybody in the pits when it comes to fuel, except for drivers that are almost out of fuel. And that might help. Like Pickle Kai has got nearly a quarter tank of gas. His tires are shot. Supermex in front of him, his tires are shot. But look at the difference. Supermex has got maybe 1/8 of a tank of gas left. No, 1/16. And Pickle Kai still has nearly a quarter. So he's going to get a lot of time from these drivers. He'll be able to pass them. Quan has done his pit. He's been out for a bit, running around with front end damage. Buck Wild, his pit has been completed. LJ's been completed and onto the soft tire. Old Man Jay still has some pitting to do. Matt did his a while ago. AT16s, his are done. Little Max back out, his are done. HPR will probably pit. Will he pit now or will he go one more? Because there's only 4 minutes 45 seconds left in the pit window. It takes about 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes for the pit. I think it's something like that. And he's gonna go one more. I think Nigel will probably go one more too. Let's see what he does. While I figure out. Sorry, folks. Hang on 1 second. That's weird. Just got the strangest text message from my brother. It literally, I don't get it. It literally just says, "Vote for Pedro." Great movie. Absolutely wonderful movie. All right, Nigel is staying out again, and Wooly's coming around now. What's Wooly gonna do? Wooly's going in. Wooly's gonna try the undercut. He's a bit far back for the undercut to do anything, but Wooly's gonna go into the pits. Sticky Bandit going into the pits as well. We're gonna see a whole rash of people going in because it's really close to the time. and you'll be able to see that like the leaders stayed out because they probably practiced their pits. They know how long it takes. I'm telling you, there's a lot of people that get frustrated running in this series because they can't drive like they're in a sprint race for 2 hours. They have to show patience. They have to be patient, right? And then they burn up their tires and they can't make it last. So, and a lot of that is because they just didn't practice. So, and practicing driving on the track and practicing pit strategies and stuff is a whole different thing. Jay is in the way of some folks. Who is that? I want to say, oh no, HPR is into the pits. And so our leader's coming in. There goes P2. Oh, no, not yet, but he will. He's got to go into the pits now or he's going to be in trouble. Nigel is going to go into the pits now. HPR, this is your race leader, has just destroyed this race. And maybe, just maybe, he'll try and get up into the lobbies where there's more points to be had. It's going to be really hard to win a race when you're in the lower lobbies. So that's part of the strategy too. Some people would say, well, people can just hang back and they can just HPR already pits out. Doesn't take that much fuel. He only took a little bit of fuel. That's interesting. That's very interesting. I'm interested to see if he's got enough fuel to make it. All right, Sticky Bandit comes out. He's in third, but well, he hasn't come out. I'm just saying he's got a little ways to go. Nigel's going to be pulling out of the pits here soon. He's only going to need about half a tank of fuel. Doesn't need to go the whole distance. I think he's going to give himself a little extra to work with. Wow, he's going all the way up to 70. There he goes. 56%. He'll come out, and he's just going to settle for second place, and that seems perfectly reasonable. He's outclassed by HPR. Sticky Bandit out on track, and he is in third. He's already done his pit service. Has everybody done their pit service? Yes, they have. So everyone's done their pits. So if we see anybody else going to the pits, slap-o the hand. We're going to slap it the hand. That HPR has somebody up in front of him. Who is that? It looks like an LRC car by the look of the rear wing with the different colors. Quan. Was Quan just in the pits? Oh boy. Quan has to be out of the pits. This will be for stewarding purpose. What? Did he just go in and get his car fixed? Oh, he has front end damage. So he's going in. Let's just say, I think he's going and getting that splitter fixed. They're fixing the car. Wait, did he take fuel? I'm sorry, I have to look. He comes in with 48. Let's see if the fuel man even touches the car. Nope. Doesn't take any fuel, just gets it fixed. There. Stewarding complete. We move back onto the race. HPR with no headlights down the pit straight. Change cameras, Chris. There we go. HPR leads the race, has the entire race for the most part. Nigel starting in 12th position, finds himself in P2, having a great race. Consistent, hasn't gone off the track and crashed or nothing. Sticky Bandit is sitting in third. Right on, man. You made it work. Rusty's in fourth now. So all these guys on the soft tires, and they made huge advancements, and they're going to make even more advancements as they continue on. Although everybody in front of them are also on soft tires. There's Wooly in fifth. Buck Wild is now in the medium tire, and he's in sixth. Can he maintain that? Fast Ginger's on the soft tire right behind him. My guess is We'll see Fast Ginger catch up to Buck Wild, since Ginger's going to have the better tire and should be able to get himself up into 6th place. I hate that my keyboard doesn't work in replays. LJ all the way down into 8th after that unfortunate incident earlier in the race. He was doing so great. He was in P2 and having a great battle, and then something happened with him. I think he went off the track and caught the grass or something like that, if I remember right. CB Matt in 9th, Quan all the way back in 10th. Quan still holds the fastest lap of the race, but I don't see that lasting very long, considering we've got a bunch of guys on soft tires now. Pickle Kai in 11th. Supermax, there is a 1 second penalty for AT16. What do you have to do to get a second penalty on this track, unless you got 2 half-second penalties? I mean, he is at the end of the lap, so I guess. Where is the penalty zone? I forget where the penalty zone is on this track. I think it's a little further back in the final sector. Old Man Jay, and then Little Mac back into the pits. He's got his wipers going, so maybe his windscreen is just a mess. Something going on there. I don't know what that's all about. All right. HPR inside, very deep into the lap traffic. His teammate right in front of him, one of the LRC guys. LRC XSR. XSR, that's hard for me to say fast. XXR, XXR. Never mind, I'm not going to do it. So the whole trick to this, it's something that I was told a long time ago, that one of the best things that you can do to get tire management right is, in the game, set your tire volume up to maximum. That way you can hear if your tires are squealing. If your tires are squealing, you're ruining your tires. They shouldn't do that. So some of these guys do that, and that's how you know if you're overdriving your car. I do the same thing in iRacing as well, all the way up. And be surprised when you realize, man, I was really overdriving these tires. No wonder I can't make them last long enough. Nigel is way back. I mean, this is... Look, if you look at the map in the top left corner, Nigel's up in the last sector. Look where HPR is. They used to be just the one long straight from each other, and now they're separated by half a track length. So, but still, you know, that's what happens. HPR probably should have done a better lap in the first race, so he could have been up into the higher points. But he probably will soon. Look at that, Sticky Bandit, a 1:46.6. Do you guys want to know? I can tell you what the fastest lap that I have recorded thus far, not including this race. This race I don't have the fast lap times for, but the fastest lap time right now that we had yesterday, not including this, was a 1:45.469. A 1:45, guys. And there were 8 people that did a 1:45 in Lobby 1. So there you have that, right? Actually, that's not even the fastest lap time. I apologize. It's a 1:45.1, I think, is the fastest lap time. Let me you know, I'm going to just sort these by last time. Yeah, so far right now, Monkey Man Macho holds the fastest lap and pole for the first lobby at a 1:45.153. A 1:45.153. This is HPR, whose fastest lap now is a 1:46.9, right? That's a 2 8/10 slower than the top guys. And HPR is killing this field. Nigel, 1:47.3, right, is still almost, it's like 2 2/10 of a second slower than the faster guys. And you know what? Something about Monkey Man? He made his soft tires last the whole race and his medium tires. And he was doing those, you know, he did that kind of lap time. So for the drivers out there that just say it's just not competitive enough, sorry, man. I can't. Look at that. Sticky Bandit lays down a 146.1. That is exactly 1 second slower than Monkey Man. And so it can be done. He's on the soft tires. He's got the track to himself. He's got a lower fuel level, and he's setting a good time. A 146.1. That is good enough for P. That already is a P10 fastest time. So for the folks that don't think that they can make the strategy work, I call phony baloney on you. Drivers are doing it, and it's the drivers that are practicing. They're thinking about strategy. They're not just showing up and trying to race. And if that offends any of you, well, too bad, because this is racing. Everybody gets offended in racing, but it's just how it is. It all can be done. The strategies can be done. The fastest lap time you can do can be done, right? HPR's fastest lap was a 146.9, right? And he can go faster. If he chooses not to and loses out and is in a lower lobby, he may win, but he's not going to earn as many points. Now, the winners of the lobby get a couple extra points than maybe the last couple places in the lobby above, but you are actually giving yourself no shot at earning more points. And you're going to have other drivers that are going to get up there and they're going to earn more points. Things happen in races. Look at what happened to Sharky, folks. Like, Sharky was leading the race by forever and then had a mechanical failure, and he's done. And he never even got to run his soft tires. So he doesn't even get the benefit of having a faster lap time, right? Anything can happen. So keep that in mind. The slowest lap time in Lobby 1. Well, I don't have to see. Let me try something here. I want to say, well, actually, Bendit had the slowest lap time in Lobby 1. Bendit had a 147.6. That was his. The next slowest was actually not. Was I want to say it was Skywalker with a 146.5, and then Sharky with a 146.7. Those were the. Burning Man had a 146.8. So yeah, there's drivers out here that are. What is going on up here? Hold on a second. What is this right there? What happened to Little Mac? He went back out on track. What is going on? Something is going on. This is probably going to cause a caution where nobody can. Is anyone getting? Who's in the? Oh, come on! Now no one can pass in this whole sector while he's sitting there parked. He needs to get off the track. That means none of these guys driving in this sector. Watch. If you'll see, Old Man Jay is going to come through. Now it's a yellow flag. So this whole entire back part of the race, nobody can pass without getting a penalty because he's sitting there parked. Why would he do that? Get off the track. Get off the track. Luckily, and I say luckily there's nobody racing for the final laps of the race trying to make any overtakes there. But folks, that is not what you do And when I catch people doing that, they're going to get penalized like mad, because that screws the race up for people. Yeah, he's a teammate of mine, but what have I told everybody over and over? Uh-oh, something just happened here with these guys. Hold on. It says no passing, so LJ is going slow. Someone goes off the track. Who was that? That was the lap traffic, okay. But you're not allowed to pass for position, which means these guys here, this guy's getting a yellow flag. Pickle Kai, see, none of these drivers can pass each other up here because that driver's sitting there. I'm sorry, teammate. When I'm in stewarding mode, I don't care what team you're on. I will slap the cuffs on, because that's how we roll. That's how we maintain our integrity. I have to take my RWB hat on and put my GT Champions hat on, and tell everybody what's up. Are these guys fighting for position? That's HPR. Where's Nigel? There's Nigel up there. He's in the final sector. Oh my gosh. This kind of stuff makes me mad. We had this happen in the last World Cup. We've had it happen before. And it's in the rule book that you get off the track, because causing a yellow flag is making it so nobody can pass in that section. Have I made it clear how upset that makes me? He may have a controller or whatever, but you can get your controller out and you can, exit the track. Ooh, there goes Nigel. Yeah, these leaders are catching all this lap traffic now, and they have to be careful. I'm looking for... let's just go through this really quick. So HPR is in sector 3. 1, 2, 3, almost 4. He's just about to head up the hill and into the bridge, and he's got a ton of traffic. These guys are battling it out in front of him. Then we got Nigel in second in a pack of cars. Stinky Bandit all by himself, the lucky guy, so he's getting some really good lap times in. Rusty in fourth. He's got somebody in front of him. Who is that? Here we go. Oh, Old Man Jay is getting the blue flag. Okay, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. So Rusty in fourth. Woolie's in fifth. Top 5 finish won't be too bad. It is dark. It is night. This is Ginger in sixth. You know what we could do? I wonder if I can. No, I'd have to start. Doggone it. I was gonna say I'd have to start over. I wanted to go see if I can raise the contrast up really high so all of us can see better. But I don't think I can do that while I'm in the replay. And I don't want to try to start all over. That would take me forever to get back to this point in the race. Click, 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 click. 10 seconds at a time. No thanks. Fast Ginger in sixth. LJ all by himself on the track in seventh. A 147.1. So he's 147.1 is his fastest lap so far. Buck Wild in 8th. He's got something faster than a 147.8. He's on mediums, though, so I think he did his fastest lap during the first stint. We'll see what they look like when I get the information from Venom. He's supposed to be sending that over to me later. And then hopefully I can get some of the stewarding done within a couple of days this week and try to get all of that done. It's coming up Thanksgiving week, y'all. Nice and relaxing. Should be fun and enjoyable here at the Ball household. Matt in 11th. AT in 12th. Supermax falls from... he was at 9th, I think, at one point. About down to 13th. After he had to sit forever and put gas in the car. Old Man Jay in 14th. And Little Mac still sitting off the track for some reason. Ugh. That's the kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff. Usually if your controller, in fact, let me look at this. Usually if your controller fails, the car will go into auto drive and just and go places. But that one, he pulled all the way through, turned to the right, parked on the rail, and just stayed there. So I don't know what's going on with there. I'll have to find out what that's all about. HPR into the hairpin. Nigel just coming out of Sector 1, so he's a ways behind. Sticky Bandit is... Actually, Sticky Bandit is not that far away. I mean, one wrong move from Nigel, a significant wrong move from Nigel, could give Sticky Bandit a shot at fighting him for that second position. We'll see. Except, look at the tires on the car, right? Like, look at Nigel's tires. They look still pretty brand new, and Sticky Bandit's are half worn already. He has overdriven those tires, and I have a feeling, and Rusty's done the same thing. Wooly and Fast Ginger are doing much better on their tires. There's a very real possibility that come the end of this race, Sticky Bandit is going to slide back. I will tell you, I have zero clue on how this race ended. I know that Nigel told me he had a great race, and I saw a comment about HPR being way too fast. So I assumed HPR and Nigel, one of them won the race, or they were up near the top. That's all I know. I have no idea how the rest of this race turns out. I like to be surprised. So Wooly in 5th. We're going to go see who's in 4th just so I can say Sparkle Tits. Well, Ricardus, I don't think that he will be running anywhere, but maybe he did. Okay, he's off the track now, so he's back to racing again. So he just parked there to do whatever. We have told everybody, and I'm going to tell you all now, so all of you that are watching know. If something's going wrong, get to the pits. Go into the pits and just don't hit any of the buttons. And your car will just sit there until you hit cancel, and then you can drive back out. And then you're not creating a caution on the track, right? So yeah, anyway, just keep that in mind. All right, there's not a lot happening. I'm looking for battles on the track, and there's not a single battle happening right now. Everybody is just sort of AT16 and Supermax. Those are the closest cars on the track to each other right now, and it's not that close. Look, there's Supermax. It would be so awesome if we could see what they're seeing in VR. There's no way they can make that work, but just to see how he's turning his head and looking at everything. I'm so jealous of you guys getting to race, man. I tell you. See, there he goes. You just park it like that. That's all you got to do. Not sit there and causing a caution the whole race. So hopefully somebody told him. All right. So that's how you do it, folks. If you have to get off the track and you don't want to stop racing, you can go into the pits and pause because your dog pissed on your lap, or your kid fell down and broke their nose, or whatever. Now, if you're just pissed and you don't want to race anymore and you park it there for the entire race, that's going to be a DNF. Make no mistake about that. You don't just, you're going to park it there and you're going to walk away, and that's fine. You're allowed to do that. You'll get no points. But if you park it the whole race and then come back out the last couple laps and start driving again, yeah, we see patterns. It's not fair that to get last place points in your lobby when other people are out there racing that were having a much worse race than you. Where's here? Let's go on a lap with HPR. We got some time. 1:46.297 is his fastest lap time. But we'll go. He's got blue flag drivers up in front of him. So into turn 1, ride that curb, roll it out to the outside. Very good. Cut down low here, and then into turn, I guess that's sort of like turn 2, but into turn 2, brake right about the 100-meter board, keep it right on the curbs, roll out, and then hug that curb. Hug it all the way through, drift out, and then right back in again. This is the tricky one. Start out wide, and then get all the way down onto the curbs. Kind of took that one a little bit wider than I would have, but... And then here, just a little bit of a lift right there just to get the car to turn in and rotate, and then back on the gas and roll all the way out to the curbs. Very well done. Then here you're going to brake about the 50-meter board, or the second board here. And then hug the curb. Don't get all the way over into that grass because you will spin that car out. Down the hill, this is a very deceiving corner because it's off camber, so it rolls the car out to the left, and you gotta stay with it. Like, look at this. This is all off camber turns, so you have to be really careful about that. Then up the hill into this left and right, and this one you want to kind of go out to this, to the about middle of the track, I guess. Now, this track you want to drive a little differently when you're trying to save tires, right? Where if this was a sprint race and you were racing, you know, with no worries about your tires, you would handle this track altogether differently. You would handle it, you could be a lot more aggressive into the cornering, but here you have to keep your tires preserved and keep it going, right? Super mix. You know what? I need like 3 or 4 PlayStations so I can have them all into the lobbies so that I can do broadcasts for lobbies 4 and 5 too. I don't have that many PlayStations. I do actually have another one, but I don't have another account. Right? I have to have another account. And I haven't tried it yet. I haven't tried the what's the word I'm looking for? I haven't tried, I can't think of the words that I'm trying to say, guys. It just totally escaped me. Oh, I remember now. I haven't tried doing a remote play, like a share play from somebody else's, to see how that would work. That could be a possibility. But you got to understand, I don't have 8 hours of time. Actually, it'd be, in this case, it would be 10 hours. Or 8 hours. Yeah, 8 hours of time to do Lobby 1, Lobby 3, Lobby 4, Lobby 5. That's a lot of time. As much as I love you guys, I don't love you that much. But let's just, hey, if you're a praying person, go out there and offer prayers for the Acton family. They're suffering through some pretty traumatic things right now. So if you're, I don't have any other broadcasters to use. I've tried, and they are next to impossible to find. And the ones you can find want to charge like $100 to freaking do a race. And so no, we do not have a broadcasting budget like that. So me, Tatiana, Andy, we do it for free because we love what we do. All right. So yeah, if you know anybody that wants to take a hand at broadcasting 2-hour-long races and they have broadcasting software, we can make it work. Or they can do the broadcast and stream it to me in some way or shape or form, like do a recording of it and send it to me, and then I can put the overlays on there. Not a problem. All right, quick run down the field. HPR still in first, has been the entirety of the race since lap 1. Nigel, who started in 12th place, has found his way up 10 positions to P2 and has been there for a while. He's been there the entire second half of the race. So, yeah, having a great race for him. Sticky Bandit all the way up into third. Now, his tires are just about gone. I mean, his front left tire was a mess. It's got like maybe 5% left on it. So, where's Rusty? There's Rusty. Rusty is just a corner. So here, Sticky Bandit into the hairpin right now. And then 1,000, 7 seconds later is Rusty, who has much better tires. So can Sticky Bandit? Oh! And then I spoke too soon. Let's go back and look what happened there. Oh, what did I say about this turn? I bet he goes wide and catches the grass. Yep. And around he goes. Sticky Bandit spins. Whoa, right in front of another car. Where's Rusty? Rusty sees the yellow flag. He knows something's up. He's probably trying to be careful. But now he's going to be a lot closer. Sticky Bandit now has got to get his car put back together. His tires, after a spin, are not going to look good. Rusty is probably, during the race, he gets the timing. He probably sees, ooh, Sticky Bandit's a whole lot closer than he was before. Right. This could be interesting. We could see some sparkly tits on the podium come the end of the race. But Wooly is only just now coming onto the pit straight. Rusty is only just getting down to the end. So you can see there's Rusty, and those headlights behind, those are Wooly right there. So we should see a potential battle for that fourth position too. We still have about 20 minutes left in this race. Boy, the second half has gone by really fast. Well, we got 24 minutes, 23 and a half minutes left. Ooh, I'm excited to see how this one plays out. Let's see how Sticky Bandit's doing. His front left tire is gone. That slide and spin really did him in, and now he's got no front left tire. Here, let's bring those tires back up so you can see. There we go. So here, let's start at the front. So there's HPR and Nigel. Look at their tires, and their tires and fuel are nearly identical. There is HPR's and there is Nigel's. They're pretty good shape. Sticky Bandit, bam! He has just destroyed that front left tire. And now, oh, and he's going off the track again. Hold it together, buddy, because Rusty is right there. There's Rusty. Rusty's tire, significantly better. He doesn't even have to really try. He's going to get this position just by being on the track, because it looks like Sticky Bandit is just going to fall apart here. Sticky Bandit Pro-Am driver is struggling right now. Man, these guys better be happy that this race is happening at night when the track is cold, because if it wasn't, there would be no tires left for anybody. So, all right, so Rusty not getting in the slipstream. So I guess he's feeling like, I don't really want to try to pass you. Maybe I just want to try to use your slipstream and just keep you right here. I mean, that's what I would do. If I was Rusty and I'm sitting here following him around, I might be, oh, well, I guess he's deciding he's going to go for it. Maybe not. I would have been, well, where's Wooly? Wooly's right back there. He's got to get around him then. Okay. Yeah, that changes everything. I was going to say, if you're just following this guy and you got a giant gap behind you, then you just let him go and not worry about it, because you'll get the spot eventually, get some slipstream, just relax. But he can't, because look, those headlights back there, that's Wooly, and Wooly's on the charge. Let's see if you can see his headlights. There they are. So underneath he goes. He's going to take that spot away. Or he's not taking it away. Well, he did take it away, so he's up in the podium places. So there goes two LRC XSR drivers into the... Oh, buddy. Sticky Bandit falls to fourth. Wooly now sees blood in the water. He sees the tail lamps of both of these. I think Wooly's tires are a little bit better Not by a lot, but a little bit better. I wonder if Wooley's going to be able to get past both of these guys. He's got 20.5 minutes to do it. That's plenty of time. Just be patient. Who's behind him? Fast Ginger? Fast Ginger's a ways back, but Fast Ginger's got way better tires. I don't know if he's going fast. He's doing 148s, 149s. Wooley's doing 148s. So Wooley's keeping him at bay, but he is catching these guys. We're going to watch this for a little while. While I grab a drink from my throat. Don't worry, folks. After I get all the times and we make the adjustments for drivers who are going to have grid place penalties, I will get a list out so everybody can kind of figure out where they're going to be. Of course, that all depends on who shows up. We had, I think, 3 or 4 drivers just no-show in lobby 4. Just didn't show up. It's like, what the heck? I mean, they didn't show up at all. So they're going to hate life because they're going to be at the bottom of the bubble list. They'll be lucky if they get into lobby 5. So here we go. Wooley is there. Wooley has caught up to the podium places. Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. I don't like how dark it is. I will say that it's not the greatest for a broadcast, but keep in mind that we're not just doing these races because we want the broadcasts. We're doing the broadcasts because we want the races. The broadcast is just a byproduct of giving the drivers a chance to see the race afterwards, and for some commentary and some other stuff. So it's nice. I'll tell you now, we make $0 off the broadcasting. Zero, nothing, nada. So don't think we're doing that and we're looking for better broadcasts. Here goes the move, looking from Sticky Bandit's point, and Wooley up into 4th. It was coming. It's been coming for a while. Sticky Bandit's tires are shot. He has nothing, and if he's going to try to make a move there, he's just kidding himself. Now, let's see what can Wooley do now. Can he get that podium spot? Ooh, I'm excited to see if he can make it work. Let's see. Here's his tires, and here's Rusty. So Rusty's tires, they both have almost nothing left, but Rusty has half of what Wooley has left. I know. It's like they both. It's like the worst of 2 evils, and Rusty has the worst of 2 evils. Pretty soon, when he runs out of tires, he's gonna have sparkly rims along with his tits. So we'll see sparks flying out from under the car. Well, I guess it doesn't do that, but you know what I mean. I do like that at night you get to see the extra fuel burning off, coming out of the exhaust pipes on some of the cars when they let off the throttle, which is a lot of fun. They get up to high speed and they drop the accelerator. Look at this. Wooley is close. This is Wooley now. What if this camera's any better? Nope, I don't like it. Going back to in the car. Ooh, some lap traffic just to add some spice. Who is that? That's a white car. Is that LJ? No, that can't be LJ. Nope, that's a black flag driver, I think. They went flying by. That's how you handle a blue flag. Just move over, just let off the gas for a second and give the guys a chance. This is for the podium places. Rusty does not have a lot to work with, and Wooley has got him bested for sure. And here's the move. So I think Rusty, unless he can hold that, this can be really hard to hold this together for another 18 minutes, 17 minutes. Like, can you imagine trying to battle? Like, oh, there he goes, and there goes Wooley. Maybe. They're not going to drive side by side for the next 15 minutes. There we go. And Wooley moves up into the podium places. Look at that. ART representing. And it's like 2 in the morning for these guys when we rate. Well, no, maybe it's not that late. By the end of the race, it's like midnight 30, almost 1 a.m. when the race is over for these guys in the UK. So Wooly moves up to the podium places. Nice job. We'll see if he can keep it there. Meanwhile, HPR still doing just fine, halfway around the track from P2, who is doing just fine. Wooly now in P3 is halfway around the track from P2. So the top three are spread out by, it's got to be almost a minute between first and third, or maybe even a little bit more. So, but that is where it's happening. Look at that. So Wooly moves up to third, and Rusty sits now in second. Oh, the race finishes at 2 in the afternoon. 2 o'clock. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Oh, yeah, you're right, because they're 8 hours ahead of me. You're right, it's like 2 in the morning. 2 in the morning, and Wooly is pulling out an overtake with 15 minutes left to go on bald tires. Like, people, it can be done. I don't want to hear any more of your complaining about how hard these races are. These guys are making it happen. What's interesting is, I want you to look at this. This is third place's tires. Nothing on the front, right? Look at HPR and Nigel. These guys are leading the race. They're running 148s and 149s. Wooly's running 148s and 149s. So tell me how these two guys are making their tires last longer. And I gave you the hint earlier. Get your tire noise turned all the way up and don't drive so dang fast. If you don't drive so fast, you can make these tires last longer. And here's the funny thing. I was watching these guys in Division 1 running faster times than these guys and still doing the same tire wear. So it's all about just how much seat time you get and practice and just knowledge of where to place a car on the track to save tires and gain time. And that's what's the difference between the pros and the pro-ams, right? Is they have more time. It's nothing against anybody. Being a pro-am driver is insane. These guys spend a lot of time practicing and running in World Cup. And I'm going to tell you, I have seen it. I'm liking this battle right here. Rusty is not giving up. We're going to keep an eye on this one. The thing that I have noticed watching World Cup constantly is these guys, oh, a little tough on the brakes there. Hold it together. You're going to have to brake a little sooner. A lot of these drivers have come so far over the 5-6 seasons that they've been running this. Guys like Wooly. Wooly is so much better than he used to be. So much better than he used to be because he is driving these long endurance races, learning the style of it, trying to, better themselves. And so that's what this series is really for. If we were charging people to come race in or something like that, yeah, we'd probably have a different setup, because we need to make it more, I don't know, it's hard to explain. People get more riled up if money is involved, right? They want to have more checks and balances into making sure everything is fair and the same. But this is not. So you come, you race, you have fun. If you don't like it, you don't have to race. Nobody's forcing you to. But all these guys, they're loving it. So, and it's 2 hours. Like, this is the first time we've done 2-hour races. Wait, did we do 2 hours last season? Or was it only 90 minutes? I think it actually was 2 hours last season. Okay, somebody tell me. You guys were here. I forget if we did 2 hours last season or not. I don't remember. I'm looking around. I don't see any other cars. Everybody is just turning laps right now. These are the two closest cars. So we'll keep an eye on these guys. So there is Wooly into turn 1. Rusty right there. This isn't over. They both have bald tires now. They're both on equal footing when it comes to the tires. So Wooly took advantage of the fact that he had the better tire. no, not the better tire. They're on the same tire compound, but he took advantage of the fact that his tires were in better shape, made the overtake, and now it's just about staying on the track and not screwing this up for another 10.5 minutes. So you can do it. It was 2-hour races. You're right. It was 2-hour races last season. This would be super great if freaking Polyphony would do a couple of things. One, create a PS5 only version of the game that lets us have more cars on the track. That would be great. Secondly, let us share replays that are 2 hours long or 2 hours and 5 minutes long, right? So that we can do proper, you know, sharing of races. That would be nice too. Okay, Woolie's got some traffic in front of him, I thought. What happened to... Didn't Woolie just have somebody right behind him? Where'd he go? Okay, somehow I was just invited to a party. Thanks, Madsta! I forgot that was on. So it looks like Rusty still has an opportunity here if he stays close enough, and if there's any problems that happen with Woolie, he could have an opportunity to catch up. So we'll keep an eye on that. Meanwhile, let's check up front. HPR's fuel light is on, and his tires are just about gone. Nigel's actual tires are hanging in pretty fine, and he's got way more fuel, almost double the fuel that HPR has. Of course, HPR could pretty much just let off the gas, be in fuel map 6 for like 3 laps before Nigel would get anywhere near him. That's how far up the road he is. He's just running consistent laps. But look at Nigel. Nigel's running consistent laps too. So, yeah. Granted, he's had a lot more practice on this track, right? Trying to fit all these in, trying to find a way to make these combinations work, right? But he has shared all of his tips with everybody on how to make this last. And so it's, you know, all you have to do is ask. If you want to know what's the best strategy here, he'll tell you. He doesn't care. He wants to race people. There's Woolie and there is Rusty, so they're still very close to each other. There's Woolie and right there is Rusty. So we still have an opportunity to potentially see a barn burner here at the end of the race for a 3rd spot. Fast Ginger's sitting in 5th position, having a pretty great race. A top 5 finish is not bad, and he still has tires left and fuel, so he's looking to be in pretty good shape. Sticky Bandit dropped down quite a bit, and it's into 6th. LJ is way back there, so Sticky Bandit just has to make this work. His fuel light's on as well, as you can see. LJ is just now coming into the pit straight. He is in 7th. Who's right behind him? That's lap traffic, but behind that lapped car is Buck Wild. So Buck does have an opportunity to get to LJ if he wants to, perhaps. He still has tires left. He's on the medium tire too. I wonder if he's catching him. I wish we had telemetry that showed us the timing. That car you see in front of Buck is not Buck. It's somebody else. Or it's not LJ, it's somebody else. LJ is right there going in through the hairpin right now. And Buck Wild is also going into the hairpin. So Buck has medium tires that are almost worn out, but they have probably more grip than the soft tire do right now. He's running 149s, 150s. LJ's running 151s, 153s. So, yeah, I think Buck might be catching Yeah, he is. Look. So that car in front of him is lap traffic. The car in front of that is LJ. There's LJ going into the corner now. Can Buck get there and get one more spot before the races are? Look how much he's gaining. Those tires that LJ are on are gone. I think we're going to see this overtake happen sooner than later. Buck is all over this lap traffic trying to get to LJ. There's plenty of time. Madsta, you know I'm in a broadcast, buddy. All right, so lap traffic getting around LJ because LJ's tires are gone. We should see an overtake probably about here. Sorry, folks, I did not have my notifications turned off. I don't use this PlayStation for much anymore. Whoa! Whoa, that was so close. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I thought Buck was going to destroy LJ there. LJ's tires, look at those. They are toast, gone. The front ends are terrible. Buck Wild's are not a lot better, but now we see that Buck Wild up into P7. All right, so we did have an overtake there. We've got just over 4 minutes left in the race. Let's check in really quick. HPR looks like he'll have the fuel to make it the last 5 minutes. It'll be close. It'll be close. Nigel still doesn't have his fuel light on. His front left tire's gone. HPR's front left tire is almost gone. But Nigel's is gone, but he's got plenty of time and fuel, so he's just got to get through the rest of the laps, and he'll come home in second. Wooly has really put some distance between him and Mr. Titties, and now he's going to have. It's not a ton of space, but there's plenty of room. He's just got to hold it together. There is Rusty. That car behind him is actually. Oh, hold the freaking phone! That's Fast Ginger. Okay. Fast Ginger now is looking at 4th place, and he's got very little tire left, but he's got more tire than the guys driving on flat tires. I think Fast Ginger is going to get one more spot here and get up to 4th. He could, if he plays his cards right, I bet he catches Wooly. Ooh, I didn't see this coming at all. Let's go. See, I don't care who wins. I want to see a battle. I want to see people succeed and pass and play no favorites. Look at that. Look at that closing. Oh my gosh, he's right there. He's about to make it happen. All right, so Fast Ginger in 5th, looking for 4th. 4th place is just struggling on those tires. He's got nothing. Look at that. He's got nothing on his tires. He's got that whole car staring down the back of him. And they're catching Wooly. He's going to catch Wooly too. Oh, yes. Let's see. Oh, there goes the move. Nope, he's holding back. Great. He'll take him on the pit straight unless something else happens before that. And now Fast Ginger is driving on the same garbage tires. Is there enough time to make it work? Oh, folks, this is awesome. 2 minutes left, just under 2 minutes to go. And, oh, look at this run. Fast Ginger's going to move up into 4th. Get her done, son. All right, so Fast Ginger, there he is on the outside making the move. Now, don't screw up turn 1. Don't screw up this position. You have it. You're in 4th. That is 3rd up in front of you. Go get it, son. You guys all have equally garbagey tires, but you still have a right front. Wooly does not. So all these left-hand corners, those are yours for the taking. Look at that. He's closing way up on Wooly. This long left-hander is going to be yours. You're going to gain so much time here. Oh, I wish I could see. I wish I could see the freaking timer. But, like, he's got all kinds of grip on that left-hander that Wooly does not have. And the same thing here. He's going to be able to make this corner really happen. Look at this braking. Look how close he's getting. Oh, my gosh, you guys. This is the end of the race. This is going to be the end of the race. There's not going to be any more time left. This is their final lap. The timer's going to run out before they get there. This is the last chance. Come on, Ginger. You can do it. I love you, Wooly. You know that, but I want to see a battle at the end. Like, he has made it last. He's kept his tires together. He doesn't have much to offer here. They both have garbage tires here, but this final left-hander right under the bridge, he's got some room to get some. Kind of, it should have been a little wider out there. But Wooly's going to come through. Okay, we're going to have to get on the camera because Wooly's going to come through. The race is over, and this is going to be for third place, and Wooly is going to come across the line and take third. Nice job. Fast Ginger in fourth and Rusty in fifth. What a race. Okay, where's the leader? The leader is now coming around, so we're going to catch the leader coming around. There's somebody in front of him that's going to finish off the race. I don't know who that is, but there's your winner. HPR takes the win by a lot. Let's get up to here. There we go. And here comes Supermax to come across in 12th. And then right here is going to be Little Mac. He's going to have the last spot of the race. Where's Nigel? He hasn't come through yet. But we've got a battle here still. This is Old Man J. This is for 13th and 14th. Old Man J is going to best AT16. Here comes Nigel now through the final corner. He's going to come home with P2. Oh, come on. There you go. Get her done, son. Good job. Is anybody else still on track? Yes, Buck Wild has got to come through with 9th. I think that is Kai right behind him. So Buck Wild comes through in 9th. Pickle Kai comes through in 10th. And 11th is Matt. We'll wait for him to get there. But there's your winner, HPR, baby. He takes the win here at the round 2 at Topolis in Japan and gets it done. Nice job, man. Nice job. All right, and Matt coming through the final corners now is going to pull down P11. Ooh. Nice job. Nice job. All right, and there you have it. HPR takes the win. Wow, that was good stuff, you guys. Well, there you have it. You all got to see it, and that was awesome. That was a pretty good race. Those last few laps were I was gritting my teeth. I wasn't sure if Wooly was going to hold on to that or not. There's no I don't have a screen to bring up. Oops. I don't have a screen to bring up. Why is that on? Hold on. There we go. I don't have a screen to bring up that's going to show us how the race finished. But actually, I think that this actually is showing it here. I think that on the right is showing, if I could wait for it to change. Yeah, HPR, Nigel, Wooly, Ginger, Rusty, Sticky Bandit, Quan, and then it goes away. So, but anyway, that was a good race. Wow, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, no problem, Cold Walters. It's fun when we can get these races done, and it's fun when we get Lobby 3 going. Lobby 2 and 3 always have these crazy races. Don't forget, you can go subscribe to this because we're gonna have races coming up. We do not have anything happening for Midweek Madness this week because it is Thanksgiving Day, but our guys at High Pre, we will get together and form another Midweek Madness soon, so just stay tuned for that. But if you want to get some racing done this week on Tuesday, if you show up here, you can get, this is a full tuning event, but they have all the tunes for these cars. So you can get out there and have a lot of fun racing various cars. So Gentlemen's GP, find us in Discord, discord.gtchampions.com, or just go to our website, scroll all the way to the bottom, and there's a link to our Discords there for both GT7 and for iRacing. So you can check that out. Tomorrow night will be round 1 of the BMRL Truck Series and iRacing that we are broadcasting for them. So make sure you come check that out. It's a lot of fun. Well, folks, that was it for me. I think that was it for you. Don't forget to visit our sponsor, metropolis.com. You're going to see their ad here really quick. But as we head on out the door, thanks for everything, and we'll see you guys on the next time around.